Hey and welcome to the 4th episode of Chakra Shorts. I'm your usual host Andre, and today I'll show you how you can use a form inside a model. Sounds cool, right? So let's get into it. If you see the screen, we have a button which is open on it, and if we click on this button, we can open the model. Inside the model, we have an input and a button, so we can try to fill the input and see the result. To submit the form, we can press the submit button. There we go, we submitted the form and got an alert. So let me show you how you can do it. So let's start coding. We'll need to import some things from Chakra UI first. The first thing is the model. This is the wrapper that provides the context for its children. Then we have the modal overlay, which is the dimmed overlay behind the modal dialog. The modal content, which is the container for the model's dialog content. Modal header, which is the header that labels the modal dialog. Modal footer, which houses the model's action. Modal body, the wrapper that houses the model's main content. Modal close button, which is the button that closes the model. Then we need some things for the form itself, so we'll import form control. Form label. Form helper text. The input and the button. And last but not least, we'll use the useDisclosure hook to manipulate the model. So the first thing that we need to do is implement the functions inside the useDisclosure hook. We have a couple things from this hook. The isOpen state, which tells us if the model has been opened or not. The onClose function, which closes the model, and the onOpen function, which opens the model. So now I'll remove the boilerplate code. First thing, we need to implement the button that opens the model. For this button, we'll put an onClick event which will open the model. Then we'll start working on the model itself. We'll use the model component. The model component has a prop called isOpen and onClose. The isOpen is the state, if it's open or not, and the onClose is what happens if it's closed. So now slowly we'll start adding the content inside the model. First things first, let's add the model overlay. Then we need to add the model content. Next up is the model header. Inside this model header, we'll have the close button. Then next is the model body, where we'll store the form itself. For now, we'll just have a normal form without any additional props. Then inside this form, we'll have form control, and we can use some of Chakra's form components. Inside the form control, we'll have a form label. Then we'll implement the input itself. I'll put the type as email. Then we'll implement form helper text, which will be underneath the input itself. The last element that we'll implement in the model is the modal footer, so let's go ahead and do that. Inside the modal footer, we'll have the button which submits the form. Now let's go ahead and open the model itself. There we go, we're almost at the end. The only thing that we need to do is add the onSubmit event, so let's go ahead and do that. Now if we open the form and try to use the submit button, it won't work. To fix this issue, we need to add an ID to the form and use the form prop in the button so we know which form the button uses. So now let's go ahead and try that again. There we go, that's about it. So you can go ahead and extend this form yourself. In the next episode, I'll be showing you more how you can use Formic with a form in Chakra UI. Anyway, I'll leave you for now. See you in the next one. Bye bye.